What's the embarrassing story that your parents used to tell others about you? When the mobile game Pokemon Go first came out, I mean the very first week it came out, there were all of these stories about people walking into traffic because they were playing the game, or people running into buildings, etc. And I made fun of those people because come on now, you have a phone in your hand. Playing a mobile game is no excuse to not pay attention to your surroundings. These days, you could say the same thing for pretty much any social media app though. We definitely see people doing the same stupid stuff with TikTok. Either way, I did start playing Pokemon Go and enjoy the game a lot still. I mean, there's obviously stuff that needs to be fixed, but my mom started playing a few years after I did, and anytime we would go out for a raid group or would meet anyone that played, the first thing she would tell them is, oh my god, she hated Pokemon going to first came out, and she made fun of everybody that play, and she made fun of them non-stop. But now look at her. She's one of those people that play now. She would do this to every person we met, and didn't care that she had told the same people the same story multiple times. Yes, my mom is one of those people who laughs, and says the item must be free when it doesn't scan up at the register. At one point, I got really annoyed with her, because the cashier did that fake laugh. My mom kept insisting that was a funny joke, and I think I embarrassed the poor cashier because I finally yelled at her that it wasn't funny, and she needed to stop saying stuff like that because the cashier wasn't laughing, and she probably heard this multiple times today. So I tried to be nice and asked my mom many times to stop telling that Pokemon Go story to everyone. She would still tell everyone we met, even when they didn't think it was funny or would try to change the subject. She would just go right back to it. Until the day I finally yelled at her that it wasn't funny. She needed to get a new joke, and if it was a joke, people would be laughing. She did not talk to me for a few days after that. When she finally did, she told me it was extremely disrespectful for me to tell her what she could and could not say. Oddly enough, she never told any embarrassing stories from when I was a little kid. I think once in a while she mentioned I threw a tantrum one time, and she walked away from me throwing a tantrum in my room. I realized I didn't have an audience, so I chased her down, and she made me throw myself down and scream and cry a few times before I realized it was just stupid. Never threw a tantrum again.